This office believes
This office.
in Bruce Springsteen.
This podcast studio believes in Bruce Springsteen. Is it Krumholtz he's talking to?
He's talking to Krumholtz.
He's talking to Krumholtz,
Looking
right?
down the barrel of Krumholtz,
Yeah.
which I would never do.
All right, guys. Elevator Pitch is back. We are here again after our most listened to episode ever. So thank you guys for tuning in last week.
R.I.P. to a legend.
Yeah.
You guys didn't give a fuck.
But we're here this week. We're the only podcast pitching fake movies to Jeremy Allen White. In the future, obviously. Will Peters is here. And we're going to talk about his new movie, Deliver Me From Nowhere, which is about this singer-songwriter named Bruce Springsteen. And to do it, we're here with not only one of my best friends, but also, the utmost Bruce Springsteen expert, maybe in the state of California.
Yeah.
That's a big time. I don't know if I can
Marc
take on
Brockwell.
all that. Thank you so much. Wait, say my name again because I was talking over you.
Marc Brockwell.
There we go.
There you go. Certainly, it's got to be in our age group, right?
Probably.
I think it is,
I
yeah.
feel like that you could have.
At least by 30 years, I would say.
In LA, under 30 years old, where are you ranking? You guys get together every year, right?
Well, I'm for sure number one in that. Yeah, there's no one.
Those
yeah.
guys are bad.
Yeah.
Mark and I went to a Springsteen concert at the Forum.
Was that your first one? Or you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Because I had tickets to see him with my dad and my sister at National Stadium in D.C.
Yeah.
But would he fall off a bike or something? He got injured?
Springsteen?
No, he didn't get injured. He had something. He delayed a tour.
Oh, he had like ulcers.
ulcers? Yeah.
He had like stomach issues that
Yeah, he had ulcers.
he like
so,
literally couldn't breathe or
Yeah.
walk around because he had stomach things.
So anyway.
But the man's like 75,
Yeah.
still touring 3.5 hour shows.
Yeah, so I was supposed, but then they pushed that a year, and then we went to see him. And I'm bringing this up because, I mean, it's Springsteen, one of the artists, kind of like The Dead or something, where people know every lyric of every song, of every variation, of every live version of a song.
Sure.
Including you.
I'm a big Springsteen fan.
I felt like I could never claim to be a Springsteen fan, which I did before and have done very rarely since that show. And I was absolutely humbled. So we're really excited to talk about Springsteen with you.
Great. I'm excited to talk about Springsteen with you guys.
Yeah.
It's be fun.
He's not somebody I know. I knew a whole lot about before.
Yeah, but you're from the South. You're not allowed to listen to Bruce Springsteen.
We weren't raised on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On The Boss.
It's a very regional thing.
Yeah,
And I
it's
was
gotta be,
raised on him
yeah.
from a very young age, and
Yeah.
it kind of became the soundtrack through my life, and that was what I've identified with it. So I love introducing people. That,
When you were born, the OBGYN at the hospital said, this hospital believes in Bruce Springsteen.
His name is Marc Brockwell.
yeah, yes,
Get it right.
yeah.
But yeah, Deliver Me From Nowhere. I guess before we talk about Jeremy Allen White and pull up our favorite Pinterest boards we've all made of him over the years, I think it's fine to finally roast Deliver Me From Nowhere at the stake. No, I'm kidding. But we should talk about the movie, though.
Yeah.
Did you see it, Will?
I did see it. I saw it on Sunday.
Okay.
I
In IMAX?
saw it in Prime. AMC Prime.
Okay.
They
Which
did
means
the-
nothing. Just is another seat. another level for them.
This theater believes. Sorry.
So, as a non-Springsteen fan, coming
Yeah.
into it as just a movie fan, what were your thoughts?
You know, it's funny because going into it, I had only heard pretty negative stuff. Like the best I was hearing was like, it's like any biopic, music biopic ever. And the worst of it was like, this is nothing. There's nothing here. And I already, not to take shots at Mr. Cooper, the filmmaker. Behind,
Oh, yeah, wait.
behind our film.
Your back. I guess maybe, wait. We'll give your backstory when we talk about our theater going experience, right?
great.
Yeah.
But I didn't have a lot of faith in it from his POV or from the critical consensus and the people's consensus. And I will say, watching it and not knowing a whole lot about Bruce, one, I don't feel like I didn't learn much about the guy. But then two, I thought it was totally watchable. And I had like some people were saying it was a real slog. I didn't think it was didn't feel like that slow to me. But I will say, in the 3 days since I've seen it, it continues to go down for me. Like the more when you really stop and think about it, and I actually think that a lot of the positives to the movie lie right on two plates. One, on the songwriting of Bruce Springsteen, which is a big part of it, and two, on the face of Jeremy Allen White and the movement of Jeremy Allen White. Because when he's walking on a boardwalk with a leather jacket, and that's the only thing that's happening for 5 to 10 seconds, and it's kind of a shaky cam, I was like, that's awesome. They should do this for an hour and a half.
And they kind of did.
They kind of do. But then when you move those things out of the way, and then you get down to like, from a story perspective, what is happening moment to moment, and you really think about any one moment in the movie.
Jacket to jacket.
You really go jacket to jacket.
Yeah.
It really starts to fall apart, I think. And in a way that, like, you know, I think a movie even as recently as, you know, A Complete Unknown does not actually.
Yeah.
And that movie, you know, this movie just
holds it together.
It does.
Yeah.
And this movie really just truthfully doesn't have a lot to say and doesn't have a lot to do either, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, as a lover of Springsteen and very excited for the movie and knowing the context of what the movie was.
Yeah.
You've read the book, right?
Read the book,
Yeah.
you know, and both books, Born to Run, Bruce's and Warren Zane's, about making.
Yeah, because this is the Warren Zane book is technically what it's.
Yeah, but it's a lot drawing from Bruce's personal life.
Not Stephen Hayden's,
right.
the U.S. Naps game.
So, I mean, as a Bruce fan, this is an interesting thing because it's like, you know, Bruce Springsteen is Mr. Born in the USA, rah, rah, rock and roll, party time. But he was a very depressed man. And so it's like, how is that going through depression, right? That's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
And that's a very hard thing to capture on screen well.
Yes.
So as a lover of Springsteen, but someone who's kind of already looking at the movie like, how are they going to do this? It's a tough thing to pull off. And I, you know, overall think there were things that Cooper could have done better, and we'll get into that, but whatever. If you're a casual fan, you're like, what's going on here? And if you're a fan that understands what's going on, you're like,
not enough of it's going
on. And then if you're like a casual fan who just enjoys Springsteen, loves Springsteen, you're like, this is the best movie ever. I'm so glad. Like, I think
about that.
I don't think that's happening for people our age or cinephiles. I think it's happening for, you know, Patty Ann in New Jersey, who's like, this is the best movie I've ever seen. Sure. Which is fine. That's great. Yeah. But I don't think it's, you know, I think Cooper, to his credit, had a lot to pull off. So it was he had a lot to pull off and a lot to like make happen.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think he pulled a Cooper.
Pulled a Scott Cooper.
I think he pulled a Scott Cooper.
So Scott Cooper was there during our screening.
Yes.
There's a reason I think we're pitching to Jeremy Allen White and not Scott Cooper on this episode.
Sure.
So I think we talked about this on the podcast.
Okay.
But you know what's funny is I re-listened to it, as I only listened to this podcast, obviously.
Right.
And I forgot to mention the name of the movie when I was like, I'm going to the screening with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I think on that pod you said, I have no faith in Scott Cooper. This podcast does not believe in Scott Cooper.
Sadly. Yeah.
But no, I don't mean to throw him under the bus. He did a Q&A at the screening we went to. You went to a Scott Cooper Q&A for
the Pale Blue Eyes.
Blue Eyes.
What was his outfit that he was wearing at your...
You know, I actually don't remember. I remember him looking nice. I remember him looking like a
He
was
a guy in his 50s that lives in LA that has
he was in kind of like an Lordy suit.
I was gonna say it was like a tux without like the middle part. It was just like
big suit.
Tux pants and like a t-shirt with like a tux jacket. It was kind of odd.
Oh, interesting.
But I'm like,
In a room full of ugly writers.
yes, yes, the ugliest assemblage of writers in Los Angeles.
Yeah. But Cooper did a Q&A.
Okay.
We went to the, can I dox where we saw it?
Yeah, go for it.
The Writers Guild of America Theater in Beverly Hills, as we are sitting with, we forgot to give your credits actually on this episode.
Yeah.
We can save it for the end.
We'll save it for the end. We'll do plugs at the end.
Yeah,
But,
we'll plug at the end.
But we sat down. This is what I was going to mention to you. Friend of the pod, Ed Zwick, was seated in front of us.
What?
Yeah.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod, Ed Zwick. Last Samurai.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Legends of the Fall.
Glory.
Yeah. Jack Ryan, Never Go Back.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I was definitely going to go up to him and be like, hey, listen to half your audiobook. He's kind of holding court in his row, at least.
He said freaking Zwick.
Yeah. No, but my point being is that to wrap around to my point.
Sure.
is I was trying to get like a sense in the room of how people felt, and they kind of felt similar to me, where everyone was like kind of a little like, all right, cool.
All right.
And you know, I actually think the movie gets a lot. I want to sing its praises now.
Get it?
Just to before I put it into the ground.
Yeah.
I actually think the last 30 minutes was effective of the movie.
Oh, I actually found that to be the least effective part.
I think it was I promised myself I'd stop using the word effective on this podcast. Okay. I just felt like what the movie was supposed to be about emotionally, not story-wise, but emotionally. Sorry, story-wise, not plot-wise.
Okay.
Was about, you know, his relationship with his father and his relationship with depression and all that kind of stuff. And that's when they kind of got a lot more literal about it, other than the flashbacks, which, you know what's going on there. But what to me it was missing was the book it's based on. Give me the author and the name again.
Warren Zane?
Warren Zane.
Oh, I don't remember the title.
Deliver Me From Nowhere is the title of the book. Is a lot about, and correct me if I'm wrong, the recording.
The physical, actual recording of Nebraska.
Thank you, right?
Yeah.
And which is narrativized in the movie slightly with a muted Mark Maron who doesn't get to talk.
He has maybe 2 lines.
Mark Maron, a professional talker, basically, and they're just
he's
like
in multiple scenes, doesn't
say anything. Yeah.
I was like, is that Mark Maron?
But that's like the point of the movie, that like in any good Moneyball or any good like process movie about people going through like emotional catharsis where there's something going on and an insurmountable feat they have to get over, or whatever it is, it's always best when it's served through stuff like putting a cassette tape onto 8-track or whatever it is. And this movie felt like it wasn't interested in that, or the E Street Band that were literally fucking extras in this movie. I mean, like, come on, it's like Stevie Van Zandt. Like, this guy was on Sopranos for 8 years.
Yeah, but
like,
I'll argue that wasn't the point of the movie. It was supposed to be about Bruce's internal.
That is supposed to come out through.
It should have interwoven.
They didn't intertwine though.
Yeah.
They were two separate plot things: the making of the album and Bruce's depression. That were supposed to be looking like this, but instead were like that.
And that's stupid. And what you have to do when they make that decision is come up with like a composite girlfriend that doesn't exist. And what you have to do, which is the biggest crime of the movie, which I hope you were pissed off with too, which was they didn't even play every song on Nebraska in the movie. It's a movie about making an album. There's like what? How many tracks are 12 tracks on Nebraska?
Yeah.
12 tracks on Nebraska. That is the soundtrack of a movie right there.
Yeah.
It's about the recording album. Instead, you have like AI fucking guitar riffs going off in a movie about Bruce Springsteen.
That was the thing, because you have Mr. Rah Rah Rock and Roll Party Animal. That's the drawing. That's what America is coming to see. But it's a movie not about that. Because if it was truly a movie, like if it was truly like, oh, here's a sad movie about the greatest rock star's depression, it wouldn't have the marketability that they were planning on it having. Is my guess. I don't agree with that argument, but that's what I think. That's why the movie opens with a 1981 Born to Run.
That was sick.
Tour.
Sellout putting that at the beginning of the movie. Absolute cop out putting that at the beginning of the movie.
Because it's like, okay, you need to know who Bruce Springsteen is, and this is his number one song, and here's him playing, a sold out arena, and he's fine. He's, I think the greatest American performer of all time, but that's not what the movie's about. And I get why they did it, but
it should be about recording an album.
I disagree.
30 minutes for it.
I think it should be about his depression.
But that's about his frustration with it is about his depression. It's that he cannot solve this thing that he can't diagnose this thing, and instead he's taking it out on everyone else trying to get this sound, which was his depression.
And I think two things. One, Cooper, can I call him Scooper?
Please.
Scooper?
Yeah. I think he kind of tiptoed around the depression in the way that if I was making a movie about your depression and you were,
which you are,
and you were behind my shoulder the entire time on set, as Bruce Springsteen was behind his shoulder on set during the entire time. If I was making your movie about either of your depression and you were behind me and I was looking behind my shoulder at you to see how well I'm depicting your depression, I'd be scared shitless to do it the wrong way too. Yeah. So I think that led to maybe he couldn't have taken the artistic swing that I hope Scott Cooper would have taken had Bruce not been there, which also goes back to my whole bigger point that I want to make sure I iterate on this podcast. You should not make biopics of people that are still alive. I think you need to wait until they're dead.
at least cover somebody like Bob Dylan, where it's like he's already such a mystery. He's not going to be involved anyway.
He wasn't. His legacy or his catalog or whatever it was.
It's like he's already such an enigma. We can tackle him however it is. It's whatever. But I agree. It should be. They are dead.
But if I'm Bruce Springsteen and I'm a billionaire and I got nothing better to do, of course I'm going to be on set for the making of my own movie.
It's like that guy in the Calvin Klein ads. Can he play me?
I like the German guy. I like him.
Got down. Anyway, it's a little.
Does that segue us to performance?
Well, I wanted to say one thing though about Bruce to Will. A little Cooper insight at the Q&A.
Cool.
He did say that Springsteen A was on set every day.
Okay.
And B said, and I like this quote that he had, paraphrase obviously, where he's like, Bruce has been asked to make this book into a movie for 20 years. And he was kind of like leading to say like, but then he found me, Scott Cooper. Which I was like, I got a question, sir. But no, I think that him being on set every day speaks to what you're talking about. And also something that Cooper did say was like how valuable it was that he could just turn to Bruce and have these long conversations with him about like how he was feeling at the time.
Yeah.
But you know what's super unreliable most of the time is people remembering things 30 years later. Sure. You know what's a lot more reliable is the career rock journalist who wrote a 400-page book about what was happening. I'm sure Bruce Springsteen has a psychological, remembrance of being depressed at that time, which is invaluable, I'm sure. But like, I think that and it was kind of strange because he kind of mentioned this book as like a starting off point almost, but really the movie was about his conversations with Bruce. But I would like to see that flipped where it was like, him going through the book and saying, hey, we're going to do this, this, and this is part of the script, this is part of the script. How are you feeling during this moment right here? Not like, can we create a scene with a fake woman in a house and in a fake library where he definitely didn't go as he was writing Atlantic City, looking at like microfilm. It's like, it felt backwards. It felt like they were like, let's go emotion and then let's make up a story around it rather than like, let's use actually what happened. Which would have let us have a little more.
I mean, I think and it was using the framework of the time to tell the story of what was going on. But I think personally, the more interesting movie would have been like, okay, if the greatest American rock star at that time is suicidal, like I want to see him battle his fucking demons. Like I want to see this guy. I want to see Springsteen essentially want to fucking kill himself. And seeing what that did to an artist and what that led to Nebraska and how because the record label wanted another Born to Run or River, like a pop album that they could play on the radio, but Nebraska wasn't that because it was him being cathartic about his feelings and depression and all that and all of that. Like, but it just seems like Scooper kind of tiptoed around that whole stuff to tell the story of an album being put out and lightly tell the story about a man sort of kind of, I wouldn't even say facing his demons until the very end.
Did you think that when he was driving in the car, that he was like about to like kill himself?
Because that was the whole point.
I didn't think so.
When he was going really fast.
Yeah. The whole point was that he wanted to kill himself in real life.
Yeah. I mean,
I didn't. I just thought he was like.
I mean, I got the sense that he was upset. He was bothered. He was driving like 120.
I thought he was just trying to feel something.
Right.
I mean, I didn't know that he was going to such lengths, but I felt that he was like I got the seeds throughout the movie like there's something up with Bruce. All right, he's bothered. We've got the flashbacks to prove it throughout the movie. Like you're
go home,
you're
Dad.
Getting the sense that you're getting the sense that Bruce was like, he was dealing with some demons.
Yeah.
To me, there's a difference between that and then at the end when it's like. Where he's basically like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through the night, and it's like,
right,
oh, I didn't know you weren't gonna make it through the night either. I guess, okay.
Now, had they played that up, that would have been a more satisfying payoff. Than, than the last 30 minutes. All this happening, you're like,
it kind of comes out of nowhere to me, and then that being one of the final on-screen postscripts of like Bruce has always struggled with depression, still struggles with depression, but he's no longer alone and hopeless in this. And I was like, was that the message of the movie?
Right.
I was like, I didn't know we were headed here. I was totally taken.
Right.
I thought this was about Marc Maron, dude.
Where the hell is Maron's biopic? I want to get him a story. But yeah, it felt like it was trying to do too much two competing movies almost,
Right.
and it feels like the way you're both talking about it. There could be one. There is a world where these stories converge and they build on each other.
Yeah.
But it does feel like it wants to both be like, celebrate kind of an underappreciated album in like, maybe in his canon and also in like in rock's, historical, significance, and also kind of look at like a superstar in a new light.
Yeah.
And that is, to me, also it just feels like such a clear, like instant reaction to the making and success of a movie like A Complete Unknown, which is a movie that is also about Bob Dylan in a specific point in his career facing like framing a biopic in a very specific lens, as opposed to going the panoramic view.
And I will say how boring I kind of thought Complete Unknown was.
Sure.
You weren't a Complete Unknown fan?
Not particularly. I thought Tim's performance was good, but it just kind of dragged, and it was.
This podcast believes in A Complete Unknown.
I thought at least the conflict there was so much better externalized and portrayed through the characters and situations, and you kind of got what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Did they have more than this movie to work with, though? Arguably,
Who?
The Complete Unknown conflict or storyline. I don't think they had that. I don't think they had that much more.
No, they didn't. But they made a meal of acoustic or electric.
Yeah, they really.
It'll be
And
acoustic or electric.
They made shit up too.
Yeah.
And no one gave a fuck.
Whereas this one, I felt like had such a depth of stuff to pull from and integrate
in the book
and everything, and it just like, I don't know, kind of Flappy Birded it and just hit some things and jumped over.
Well, all right, we're kind of. We're circling it now.
Yeah.
Jeremy Allen White, we're pitching to him today.
We're not going to go more into Springsteen.
No, I'm going to say somehow learned how to not only play guitar, but sound like Bruce Springsteen. I'm sure you've seen the Instagram clip of Lucy Dacus listening to it in a studio. Of
course.
I don't know why she was there, but cool. They got her to just give her stamp of approval.
She's Bruce's daughter. Everyone knows that.
I heard something on the How Long Gone podcast today, actually, that I thought was interesting. That may be a good jumping off point.
Okay.
What's more interesting, a documentary of Jeremy Allen White learning how to sound and play a guitar like Bruce Springsteen, or the idea of making a delivery from Nowhere movie? Because honestly, how he played the guitar, I mean, not played, but like how he sounded in that movie was, I want to know how he fucking did that.
I mean, he had a vocal coach and a guitar coach, and
I'm sure he's got coaches, but like that's pretty unbelievable. And Bruce Springsteen,
his performance was great.
Yeah.
His performance, I think, was the highlight of the movie. I think the performances overall were the highlight of the film.
except for the kid.
Making this difficult.
No, Jeremy Allen White was great. I think he nailed the portrayal, and I think the first 2.5 minutes were a little off because you're trying to like get into him being this character.
Yeah, because he's not like chameleonic in a way where I'm like,
No,
man, he disappeared. I'm like, no, it's kind of cool that, to me, the entire time I was like, it's kind of cool that Jeremy Allen White all of a sudden sounds like Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
more so when he was singing than when he was talking. I think.
Yeah, he didn't really like going there. He didn't do that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, the singing voice, you listen to those live albums from the 80s, he nailed that.
Yeah.
He nailed Born to Run.
Yeah.
I mean, even Atlantic City when he was doing in the bedroom, same thing with Nebraska.
Yeah, his bedroom performances.
Yeah, it was pretty uncanny, I thought.
Yeah.
Where, I mean, in the songs I knew of Bruce's before, and then in going to listen to Nebraska afterwards and being like, that was pretty good. Like he really does. He does a great job.
Feel like an impersonation. It felt like an embodiment of it.
Exactly.
It was very impressive, and I think that he was the best part of the movie, and even with what I think ultimately amounted like, he doesn't have like a ton to do. I mean, like he's kind of just in that house, and then he's with this girl.
Yeah.
That's like a lot of the movie, or he's at a diner with Jeremy Strong.
I think I counted about 12 diners that if the movie could just be Jeremy Strong and Jeremy Allen White eating at diners.
I mean, I would have liked to see a little more Strong there, you know?
sorry to cut you off.
No, you're please ask.
Is Bruce Springsteen a big breakfast guy? They hit breakfast hard.
He embodies the working class.
Yeah.
Sure. He loves
and
eggs
what's
toast.
more working class
Than
than
a little breakfast.
At a diner.
I take the question back.
You just got off. It's 6 a.m. You're
Yeah.
working the night shift. I need a grand slam. I need me 2 eggs over
Yeah.
easy.
It was stupid. I shouldn't have asked it. It was so dumb.
I was a little like, it was interesting seeing how like normal everyone felt. I mean, how famous was he at this point of his career? He was pretty famous,
He was
right?
pretty famous.
Yeah.
85 after Born in the USA was when he got worldwide fame. So he's probably
Was he too famous to just be like in 15 diners as we're talking about?
not in New York or New Jersey.
Oh.
Because there it's like,
He did get a cabbie to shout something like
Yeah.
"Born to Run" or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
I
right,
thought about
though.
that too, though, because I was like, I didn't know if they were going back in time, because I was like, man, he's just like
Yeah.
in a local bar, and then he's just like on the curb outside the local bar, and nobody's talking to him
Yeah.
except that guy and this
He's
girl.
like, Bruce Springsteen, he is my hot sister. Yeah.
I was like, this is the only person that wants
outside
to
the pony.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
yeah.
like, this is the only person that wants to talk to Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she takes Bruce Springsteen to her house, and then like
Yeah.
the mother's like, I don't know, he's a musician, he's inconsistent. I'm
So
like,
growing
how-
up in his
how
book, like
famous
he was
Yeah.
kind of an outcast among school. Like I don't think
Yeah.
he finished high school. Like he was very just kind of futzing around with music,
Yeah.
hanging around town.
Yeah.
So
At the-
he
at the
wasn't
Stone
really like
Pony.
in the cool. Yeah.
And he's going backup guitar at the Stone Pony. You
Well-
don't think I wanted at least one person in the crowd to at least shout like, "Yo, play one of your songs."
Yeah.
Well, not when you're back in a Stone Pony bar band, because he did that literally 2 nights ago. He backed up a Stone Pony bar band
Did
with,
he
with
really?
Stevie. Yes. So like that's what
Stevie was there. Was Stevie pissed off that he didn't have any lines in the movie?
I think Stevie got more than enough lines in The Sopranos, so I think he's fine.
Ben
But-
Stiller, the SNL bit, Bruce Springsteen, just the stories. You ever seen that?
It's this bit where Stiller, he does a Springsteen impersonation of this. It's
like a DVD box
It's a DVD box set of just Springsteen, just the stories he tells in between songs, and then it just ends with the count off
like,
into
2,
the next,
3, 4.
and then
Yeah.
cuts to the next song.
There's one where he's like, I was working in the rust factory. He's like, "Dude." And then at the end it goes like, and then at the end Stevie tries the story.
And he's like,
I'm with this bitch one night. Like, cut off. Anyway, yeah, I mean that's cool, Jeremy. Though, I mean, I think that it's one of those things where people take it away. They go, because I don't think he had really led a movie before this that was at least at the scale.
No.
Iron Claw. That's a kind of an Efron 1A
that's
movie.
Efron's movie.
Yeah.
He's kind of tacked on even to that movie.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he's the third Von Erich in that one.
Yeah. They're riding his promotional wave, but they weren't riding it film
No.
wave.
But my point being, like, I think he comes away with this like being someone who can then lead a movie, even if this wasn't the most like critically successful. I'm sure they wanted it to be an Oscar movie.
Yeah.
I think,
But I think
he might get the nom for that crying scene at the end. I think that alone might give
You can't
him.
you can't just say that because it looked like an Oscar scene.
No. But I think he earned that. I would say.
Yeah, like I think we're post Oscar time where someone breaks down crying in a movie and then like they go, all right, moving performance, we'll give you an Oscar nom now.
No, but that plus the learning to sing and
The
plus
singing,
like
yeah.
I think all of that performance compounded, I think will give him the nomination. Will it win him?
I think he'll
TBD.
get. I think he'll get a Globe.
It's
nom.
it's an interesting year for it too, because I mean, off the top of my head, I can only, like, there's
Who do we got?
Leo and Timmy are gonna be in.
Yes.
It feels like probably The Rock is gonna get in, but not really compete. He's gonna push.
I'd go
hard.
Rock over Alan White, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I kind of. It feels like
Even though I like this movie.
3 out of 5 spots, but then I'm trying to think who's taking those last 2. I don't know.
You guys talk. I'll go on Gold Derby right now. He's fourth right now on Gold Derby. The top 3, it's Leo, Timmy, and then Michael B. for Sinners.
Oh, sure. Yeah, okay, that surprises me.
Doing 2 roles. That always helps.
Yeah.
But then Jeremy Allen White is fourth.
Okay.
68.2%. And my guy, Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent. I've not seen The Secret Agent.
I'm excited to
I love
see this.
Wagner Moura, though.
I love Wagner
Yeah, he played
Moura.
Pablo Escobar in Narcos way back when.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
You guys do know there's kind of like a huge civil war going on right now, right?
There is? Oh.
I that line.
Oh,
is
in
my
Civil
head.
War.
Yeah, he says that in Civil
I
War.
like looked over your computer. I
Are you
thought,
serious? That is great. You could say that and be like, Are you serious?
Yeah.
When he makes a
I
move
remember
on-
when I learned about the Second American Civil War.
Yeah,
on
well, I
the
mean,
pod.
like one moment he's like fat Pablo Escobar, and this another moment he's got the one earring in Civil War,
He's great.
and he's hitting on Kaylee Spaney, and I'm like, this guy is just a fucking wild card.
He's a menace.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the Secret Agent, big time.
I think Mescal will get in there though for Hamnet maybe though.
Yeah, that's true. It's
Apparently the movie's supposed to be good.
it's a pretty good race this year. So it is like, and this movie coming out and just laying an egg
Yeah.
weekend one.
Box office wise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did bad.
16 mil.
9, yeah.
Blew up the chicken, man.
It doesn't give me a ton of hope, but it's a great performance, and this would be it's impressive to be like, this is his first lead.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
Was it a tough weekend? What was he up against?
Weekend 2 Tron Ares.
He was I think weekend 3. He's up against Chainsaw Man, Sony and Crunchyroll's hit anime film, which took the weekend
by
easily.
storm.
There's a horror movie.
Okay.
That's
A
in-
Predator? Is that the no?
Wait, was this
That's,
that's next?
soon,
No.
Was this the weekend of Stevie Van Zant's biopic as well?
which crushed.
Yeah. I think so.
It
I think Andrew Dice Clay was playing him in that one.
was bad.
It was bad podcasting. Are you in?
Black Phone 2.
Oh, Black Phone 2, which is
yeah,
weekend.
that's weekend 2.
Yeah.
And it's yeah.
Can we jump over to a little any other Bruce you want to get on the pod, by the way, real quick? Not even in the movie. How many times have you seen Bruce Springsteen?
12 to 15, depending if you count with the band or solo.
Whoa!
Yeah.
You've seen him on Broadway, right?
Seen him on Broadway.
Oh, I wanted to go to that.
Seen him with the band over a dozen times.
Yeah.
I think it's a religious experience.
Wow.
It's just super fun. Part nostalgic because it's the music I grew up on and grew up loving and grew up playing on the drums
Yeah.
and learning about and reading about. But then I think he's just a fantastic performer, nonstop, gives it all on the stage. And like part of that movie is, he had this very troubled childhood and these demons that he's running away from. And the only place he really experienced pure happiness was performing on the stage, right? Like through
Playing
music.
backup guitar at the Stone Pony.
Well,
Yeah.
anything to play guitar and play on stage. And so he would have these marathon 4-hour, 4.5-hour, 5-hour shows because
like our podcast.
Because the more time he spent on stage in the cathedral of rock and roll
Yeah.
was less time he had to spend with his demons, right? And so like that's a beautiful thing.
Less time,
in
yeah,
order
yeah.
to get away from that, it's like, let me just play for 5 hours. Like that's a thing that they
Yeah.
didn't even touch on in the movie. Which
Less time you have to spend in a Scott Cooper movie. am I
Right. So and then I've been to those marathon, 3.5, 4 hour, 4.5 hour shows.
Yeah.
And they're just like, it's insane.
Yeah, it was unbelievable when we saw him at the Forum. That was a really long show.
And that was that's him at 74.
Yeah.
And he's still
insane.
doing that. And he doesn't have an opener.
No.
Ticket says it starts at 8:30. 8:30 he walks on stage. No opener, no like lights or like visuals. It's just him with his band, and he's an insane. And his catalog of music, he could play for 6 hours if he wanted to, and it's. Yeah.
They do. I mean, he does say a few stories, about working in the Rust Factory.
Tells a couple tales.
But there is no, first of all, there's not a lot of that. And it goes song to song. Like the songs go into the next song. There's no
breaks.
There's no breaks.
No ad breaks.
The band takes a break.
but not
And
him.
he stays out and he does 2 acoustic songs. Wow. So he's basically on straight singing or strumming for the 4 straight hours.
And this is
pretty insane.
This is at 75 years old. So just imagine. I think I personally, as long as I've been alive, because I can't reference the 79, 80, 85 shows. Sure. But I think his reunion tour 01 into the Rising tour of 02, 03 were
Your
some
favorite.
of his your favorite. Well, our prime Springsteen. And I mean, if you go on YouTube and watch any of those concerts. Rising Tour live in Barcelona 02, one of the most electric shows of all time. You got literally he plays Twist and Shout, the Beatles Twist and Shout, and he's played that in Stockholm. And they call it the Stadium Breaker because one time he played it in the stadium and people were jumping up and down. It literally cracked the foundation of the stadium. And so now every time he goes to Stockholm, like Stadium Breaker, and he plays like a 12-minute version of Twist and Shout where just people are going nuts. And he's just an insane performer.
Stadium Breaker. That's what they call our Diane Keaton episode.
Yeah.
Yo.
He's just a great, I implore you to watch any live Springsteen stuff from, even his 70s show. He's going nuts. Prime Clarence.
Yeah, it's good they got a featured extra to play Clarence in this movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, pull up your Pinterest boards. Jeremy Allen White. I watched
The boss himself.
The boss.
Yeah.
I watched the pilot of The Bear today.
Yeah.
Again. So good.
Yeah, that first season is great.
First episode, man. He's 101 in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, it's
His swag is unduplicable, and guys try to do it every day.
Have you seen him in real life?
I know you have at Jones.
I haven't. I'd love to hear what.
Well, I was driving. I was actually on the phone. It might have been. I don't know if it was you, but I was on the phone with someone in my car in Studio City, and I at a stop sign, and then in the other block, I see like a man kind of hunched over in a wife beater with a hat, just kind of smoking a cigarette at 8:10 in the morning, just on the street. I'm like, that kind of looks like Jeremy Allen White. It could be crazy. And then as I pull up past him, I'm like, oh my God, it is Jeremy. I was on the phone, but I was like, if I were to see him in any circumstance, it would want to be at 8:10 in the morning, just ripping darts in a chiseled wife beater. And
he always looks like that.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I mean, him and the Bear specifically. I mean, because it's as much as we really have to work on, unless you're 8 seasons deep into Shameless, which I am not, but Rachel watched and she knew about when the Bear was starting. She's like, oh, that's Lip. I think his character's name Lip. Yeah. She's like, oh, that's Lip, and I was like, okay,
honey, you're with me now.
You're not with Lip, and his performance is like such like the most assured performance. Like he just comes out guns a-blazing, and you're like, oh shit. Like for me, when I saw it, I think other than maybe the pilot of Shameless, it was the only time, and he's like 11. And
right.
This was like the only time I'd seen him, and I was like, this guy's unbelievable. Like he just arrives. He is the most like revelatory character of the show. He's incredible, and he got me to keep watching into season 3, which and I'd lost
the Bear
interest.
we're talking about. Yeah.
I'd lost interest halfway into season 2, but I was like,
season 2 was pretty good.
Okay. I was like, I'm still with, because I just want to see him move from room to room, and then it's the same thing in Springsteen, where just watching him walk, he's an incredible physical performer. He's just remarkable to watch. Just even him walking and taking a corner, going into the meat freezer.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, that's good.
That's who actors should watch for just a lesson on presence.
Yeah.
I mean, can you teach it though? I mean, he has a presence.
That's a good point.
Is, it's funny that like, his celebrity status at this point has a lot to do with the way he dressed in The Bear, because that seems like how he dresses in real life some of the time. But like, it's him smoking in the show, and you're saying you see him on the block, in a white t-shirt smoking in real life, and like it's that presence that is like kind of like tailor-made for movie stardom almost.
Yeah.
But the thing is, and I'm not saying this is a fault of his, he treats his work seemingly with such an intensity. That's why it was so cool to see him and Strong on screen. I mean, they're kind of like two psychos up there.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's gonna be funny that we're talking about a little bit like what he's doing next, and one of them being this movie. I forget the name of it, but it's with Austin Butler, and they play these
Enemies.
Enemies. And there's like these hitmen in Chicago. Like, I'm not trying to compare him to Al Pacino, but it does look like he grows up and he's like, Al Pacino is the greatest actor ever. I need to mimic my career after Al Pacino.
Yeah.
And I think the results will just start to show. I think it's a little confounding that he was like music biopic. Like Iron Claw makes a lot more sense in kind of his mission a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see. I mean, the Sorkin thing is going to be interesting. Not another like not good director, unfortunately. But
Mandalorian Grogu.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that one. He's got to collect a check.
The hut.
Yeah, he's got to get a check.
It's no big deal.
But this guy has a voice role. Yeah.
It's got to be.
Yeah, it is.
He's playing the Hut.
But yeah, I mean, it's that kind of singular presence that, I mean, we talk about sprezzatura, a little indescribable sauce. This guy's just got sauce, man.
Yeah.
He does.
And that's why it's fun to pitch to him, because it's like, I don't know.
You don't know
you're
what he
saying,
can
put him in
pull
a
off.
room.
Yeah, you don't know what he can pull off next.
He's not, like, as I said, chameleonic, though. You know what I mean? He's not like, oh, he evaporates into a role. He is Jeremy Allen White, and I don't want him to be anyone else. Don't put him in a weird wig or anything
I
like
won't.
that. Yeah.
I won't.
Yeah.
I won't do it. I'll put him in a movie.
Yeah.
Not
Wait,
wig.
dude, you know what reminded me of him? This is like a weird thing, but I wanted to mention to Will as everyone in his office is running right now. I've been running a little bit recently.
Yeah, good for you.
And because of that, I've been going through all my favorite audiobooks, put them on when I'm running.
Sure.
One of them being Derek Thompson's Hitmakers. It's a great book. And in this book, it's about like popularity of things. I wrote about it in my newsletter a few weeks ago, but it's like about how things become popular. And he does a story about 50 Shades of Grey and how E.L. James, the writer of it, had written this book that became a publishing phenomenon, but no one knew who she was before this book. And like, apparently she had written like Twilight fan fiction on this like fan fiction website and like gained like a cult following for it. And then wrote this like erotica PDF that was 50 Shades and got cult following for that. So by the time she had written this book, it was like she had a large enough cultish following that they spread it to the masses, but it wasn't large enough that anyone who wasn't on this website knew who she was. Who does that remind you of? It's Jeremy Allen White. He had this cultish following from Shameless. I was at a bar once and this girl told me she read lip fan fiction growing up and wrote it. Wow. I mean, he had like a real devoted, I'm sure mostly female, but audience who was a fan of his. So The Bear being this like good and unique and interesting show with him swagged out at the forefront of it, this stuff doesn't happen overnight. I think like it is like the evolution of Jeremy Allen White's swag happened for 8 years to make him one of the internet's favorite hot guys, Does that make any sense?
Has he been people's sexiest before?
No, but like that's like what like John Krasinski does now, That's not
a little behind the curve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeremy Allen White takes the Calvin Klein ad, thank you very much,
That's true.
Yeah. He puts together a bouquet of flowers for Interview magazine. Yeah.
He just does that on a regular Saturday.
I'm gonna talking too much though. You guys come in here.
Yeah, shut the hell up.
Anyway.
No, I mean, I think there's something to that. And I think that he is, it is fascinating that it does feel like, with some performers, feels like just like they take off overnight and it's like, you see him in The Bear and you're like, this guy's really got something here. It's very impressive. But The Bear is what, 3 years ago now? Like,
Yeah, they shot two seasons at once.
It was COVID.
Yeah.
It was 2020.
2020. Yeah.
it's
5 years. Yeah.
we're just now starting to get like the Jeremy Allen White, and even still, it still feels like they're like, well, he's in Mandalorian and Grogu, but he's not really.
Right.
Like, he's like, we threw him in there because we needed somebody to fill this part, and he's a name, and he's in The Social Reckoning, which is like, I don't know.
Everyone's
the most
in that movie.
fascinating
Yeah, everybody.
I think I'm also in The Social Reckoning.
You were recently cast.
Yeah. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
Thank you.
Good work. Your tape was killer, by the way.
Thank you.
But it's and then
How much were his shares reduced down to?
and then it's this movie Enemies, which nobody knows anything about other than the.
They look
photos.
really cool at that Cubs game.
Yeah, that Cubs game. That's all we know. And so it's weird that it feels like it's finally starting to move for him, while also at the same time it's like he still is just like the star of The Bear.
But The Bear is now not a critical darling anymore. Everyone was like, you know what? Fuck the last 2 seasons. Yeah. So I don't know.
He's kind of in an interesting spot. I'd like to see him.
I think he's fine.
I think he'll be fine. He looks beautiful. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
And
He's got like 3 or 4 on again, off agains. Like it's kind of crazy.
Well, he's dating Molly Gordon right now, right?
is that official?
But then it was also Rosalia, and then
Rosalia was
a
like
few years
last year,
ago.
2 years ago. He was on a Molly Gordon Instagram post recently.
Okay.
With him like checking out like a muscle car with another dude. Does that mean they're friends?
It means they're in love, and I'm in love.
The scene in your least favorite season of The Bear, season 2, where him and Molly Gordon meet again at that like cold case in the liquor store.
Oh yeah.
I think that's just incredible work from both of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're both very good.
The energy was just coming off the fucking cold case. And
like her too. Like her. Yeah. So I'm this movie really got me there too, in the sense where I was like, that's the one thing I will take away. That's kind of the only thing to take away is that let's keep putting this fella in movies. I want to keep seeing him do more and more, but I do want to see him do other things than Springsteen Deliver Me from Nowhere
and be in Chicago.
And be in Chicago.
You will be in Chicago in Enemies, right?
Yeah.
He will be. Yes.
I'm excited. That was gonna be.
Oh, I am too.
First time director on that one too.
Second time.
Okay.
But his first movie was like 8 years ago, and nobody has seen it. And if they have, they're like, it was all right. It's not like one of those guys who's like, where's he been? It was like, oh yeah, he made that.
It's not like Bennett Miller's coming back for this one.
Yeah, it's like they brought Miller back. Yeah, and the movie sounded really good.
He should get in the game with Bennett Miller. Speaking of that,
Jesus Christ, take me there.
Do you have a favorite? A better way to frame this question, and I've got some Pinterest up if you need to look through it as you answer. If you could take one piece of Jeremy Allen White's sauce, what would you take? And I'm going to give you some options just to pick through.
Sure. Yeah.
We can go physique,
Yeah.
ripped hats, like cig sauce, like the way he smokes a cig, or is stuff too easy? Let's just go clothing in general. What would you take?
I'm taking cigs.
You're taking the cigs?
Yeah, that's it.
What about you?
I feel like his clothing's pretty basic, but
Can't take the hat if you take the clothing.
No, I know,
Yeah.
I know. But like anything basic looks insane on ripped, chiseled physique. So I think I would go physique.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think there's a lot of
I might
care.
go physique. Physique's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
his physique is
pretty.
great.
He's pretty undeniably hot.
Yeah,
like,
I forgot that was an option.
Yeah.
I might take physique. Cigs, I'll keep cigs.
Doesn't he do
the cigs help the physique. You don't get hungry.
It all helps the physique.
Everything's for the physique.
Yeah.
It seems like his workout is like running 5 miles and just doing push-ups in the middle of Los Feliz as he does that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Which is a question of like,
But when I do it,
but more of us aren't doing that.
yeah, go for it.
If we were like to work out today, I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna put on some Nike Cortez sneakers,
A little ripped.
a perfectly ripped Mets or Yankees hat.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna run 5 miles at 9 a.m. Right?
9? No, he's definitely doing the Marky Mark, waking up at 4.
Okay, 4, whatever it is. All right, you run in the morning,
Yeah.
right? 5 miles, glisten in sweat.
Yeah.
Hit like 100 push-ups,
Yeah.
100 sit-ups, do the whole ground workout. Yeah. And then I'm gonna smoke 3 darts at the farmer's market. Grab
Breakfast.
a bouquet of flowers.
That's breakfast. Yeah.
Breakfast.
Yep.
Bouquet of flowers. Back to the house.
Yeah.
We can all do this, is what I'm saying.
I guess I could. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just none of us.
I mean,
are,
I do have a job, so I guess I could do it before
This is
work.
a Saturday. We went to the farmer's market.
Oh, that's fair, yeah.
Come on.
But he gets to do it on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's the difference.
I don't get to.
Yeah.
I just think that more of us should at least attempt. Is what I'm saying.
Jeremy, what's your workout routine? That's what we're pining for here right now.
That's what I'm buying.
Anyway, but anything else on him? Well, I think we just.
Get into pitch town.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think let's pitch him some flicks.
I'm choosing hat.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
Just a zag.
You'll be great in those hats.
I need that hat, bro.
And then you take the hat off. You're like, oh, there's darts in here. This is
Yeah.
crazy.
That's why they're ripped in the bill, is because he's stuffing darts in them. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't ever wear ripped hats. So
But you could.
I know I could, but I would. Something I've worked with before are cigs, so I'll keep with cigs, but I'll take his power. And,
Right. Yeah.
Picture this, you're at work, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, who friggin' knows? And then ding, an email comes into the inbox. It's the Pioneer newsletter. You read through it, and you say, God damn, if that wasn't a cold cocktail for my inbox. Sign up today at thepioneer.online. That's thepioneer.online. All right, back to the show.
Who wants to go first? We don't really have a way of doing it anymore.
Pitch conversation.
Yeah.
Are we gonna? We'll do it. We'll do a few. What would you say? Yours is you got a log line and some stuff you want to jump through us with?
So
You should go first.
So here's the thing, right? I have log line and something like pretty elaborate written out, But in going in this conversation,
Yeah.
I'm kind of gonna throw all that out the window and come
get out.
Totally, yeah. Because I'm like, this is for the tormented auteur Jeremy Allen White.
I hope I didn't influence you though.
No, it's been an influence of conversation.
Okay.
But I think I hearing this and what is wild card and next for Jeremy Allen White, I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna take this so far 180 from what I had originally thought about.
Yeah.
To so this is very raw. I don't have a title or
We could come up with that.
yeah, come up with a title. But here
Last week's title on mine was Short Skirts.
no the I would love to see Jeremy Allen White in a movie
Good.
where he plays a like Louisiana Cajun gator wrangler
Oh shit.
who he's a bayou boy. He's been a bayou boy his whole life.
Some peanut butter falcon.
Yeah. Real like you know. Also, what I wanted to preface is that like for all of his roles, he has become incredibly like specialized in skills, right? So for Bear, he learned fine dining and cooking. For Springsteen, he learned guitar. For
Yeah.
Iron Claw, he learned wrestling. So for this, I want him to learn how to literally wrestle alligators. And
Wow.
like I think he's going in it. He's dealing with wildlife. He's in the bayou until. Because he's in Louisiana, and if you know anything about that area's geography, you go up the river, and it'll hit Kansas City, right, Missouri.
Get out. Really?
I think so.
All right.
Is the Missouri running through there, or is the Mississippi running through?
Let me
there? I don't remember.
let me pull up my
I
Apple
think
Maps
the-
before I
know
sound
the
like an.
Mississippi. I think goes.
I think it goes through Louisiana.
I think it
You would
empties
be
in
our
the Gulf.
utmost expert.
It's on the border. So it goes through New Orleans, Baton Rouge, and then it goes up to
You quickly jumped into an accent when describing that.
the Mississippi River.
You gotta.
Yeah. So
didn't know that.
so he's a gator wrangler, living bayou boy his whole life, until one day the Russian mafia decides they're going to use the Mississippi River to funnel drugs up to Kansas City for distribution, and they start paying him to wrestle the
You're
gators.
forgetting about Arkansas.
No, that's the border, right?
It's Arkansas, Louisiana, and then above Arkansas is Missouri.
Yeah. So it goes up.
Oh,
Louisiana's
so
below.
It's the starting point.
the river is what we're saying.
Yes.
Mississippi River.
Where there's
Got
gators.
it. All right, I got it.
Presumably,
yeah, I got it.
I
All
think.
right.
Mighty Mississippi. Yeah.
Or at least before they get to the Mississippi, it's all the bayou with the gators and
Got
all
it,
that.
got
It's
it.
because it's not as populated. So the Russian mafia starts paying him to wrangle gators so that they can start to transport drugs. And then once they start to,
Wait, the drugs are in the gators?
no, the drugs are on the boats that they're paying him to
Oh.
take care of the gators. And then once they start to kind of jip him out of all this deals, now he has to take back his bayou from the Russian mafia and he basically sends the gators to.
This is like a Sylvester Stallone movie.
Yeah, that's what I said. This is
awesome.
This is very new. This was not.
I like this.
This is not the sad, tormented Jeremy Allen White that I had prepared
When
for.
you were saying gator, I mean, first of all, he can wear a ripped hat in this one, obviously.
Ripped hat, no shirt. It's the perfect movie for him.
Little shirts, a lot of overalls.
Woo! Yeah.
I'm getting steamy just in here talking about
Overalls
it.
are coming back with this movie.
Overalls, rip hats.
Because they're not back, are they? You can't really.
Oh,
you could.
Dep-
Wear
I
It's
think it's
Halloween this
regional,
weekend. It's
yeah.
always back on
Yeah.
Halloween. I saw when I was in Antwerpen, I saw a guy casually at a bar, cool bar, in overalls, no shirt, and I
Wow.
didn't look twice. I have a photo of him. I'll show you after.
Yeah.
Didn't look twice. I thought, that's just what he wore.
Totally.
That's sick.
Yeah, and he had a ripped hat on, and he was blasting a dart.
And yeah, he was Jeremy Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, I love this.
This is very.
Yeah. This is totally off the dome, not really fully fleshed out because, like I said, I had a very nice.
I got a couple questions. For you.
Yeah.
I think can we get McConaughey for a supporting role?
Absolutely. I think he's the uncle that helps. He helps.
Or do we
turn,
want like sorry.
No. I think.
Or do
he's
you want like
related.
someone like less famous, like a Michael Shannon in there?
Shannon would be great here. McConaughey would. I think McConaughey would be tickled to work
He
with
would like to
Jeremy.
do a little. Yeah, they seem like they would like each other.
Yeah, I think they'd really get along. This is very cool because this is also like very It's very, very 70s in a lot of ways too.
Yeah.
Like, this is very like Walter Hill would tackle this.
Like he's always been so Bear and Springsteen, very like
Urban.
internal and visceral. And I want to see a movie where he could just go, woo! Like have
this is internal at the same time.
Well, I
which
know,
is
but
beautiful.
I want to see him. I want to see him buck wild. Is what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
no,
I want to see Jeremy Allen White go crazy. You know,
we got to find like a female opposite that like can really nail that like rattiness.
Well, you know what's funny is that in a way, his partner in The Social Reckoning, which is Mikey Madison, he's kind of that. But then you're like, they're in The Social Reckoning. Like you're like, I can't see either of them in that movie.
She's too Italian though, and is she even Italian?
But
no,
she seems Italian. To me.
how
no, she's not.
Oh,
I don't think so. She's from L.A., I believe.
how southern is Jeremy though?
Not saying that Italians
no,
can't
he's
be
from Brooklyn.
Yeah,
everyone thinks he's from Chicago. That guy's from Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He reeks like New York to me in a good way. He smells
Yeah,
great.
but I like he would dip into the southern.
Cajun. I
Cajun.
think he's Creole. He's French. He's New Louisiana.
I think Mikey Madison could do that too.
You think Madison's in
She's
this?
a freak, man.
I'd love to see it.
way.
You know who I think would be interested in something like this? Caitlin Devner.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a pull.
Yeah.
Like Southern Belle type, or like
She's like, imagine Caitlin Dever, no makeup, you know, in like a flannel from like Ross, Dress for Less. All right? And she's like just like real, just like getting weird.
okay. So that's what happens. The Russian mafia does something with his girl that he's been like crushing on for because he's a simple bayou boy, and then
Yeah.
that's what brings him. That's Act 2. Is him trying to rid them because now he's fucked over. He's been fucked over by
Yeah.
them and this girl or something.
It's kind of a revenge movie. Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, who's your heavy though?
See, again, something I thought about this 20 minutes ago, so I don't know.
Shop a second here.
I don't know.
I mean, my mind immediately goes to Teddy KGB John Malkovich if he's Russian, but we shouldn't do that.
No,
That'd be
I'm
irresponsible.
thinking, well, who was the supporting goon in Honora?
he's.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
I was just thinking of him too.
I don't know if he's
yeah.
strong enough.
You mean the guy who's in all of the Sean Baker movies?
Oh, is he?
Apparently.
Karan Karagulian.
Probably.
Yeah. Hey, there he is. Yeah.
No.
Not.
Oh.
The supporting goon.
Yes.
Oh, the bald.
Yura Borisov.
the bald.
This guy.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, maybe we should just put him in there.
I think him versus Alan White.
Oh, that would be kind of a swag off.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be kind of a sauce
Yeah,
off.
there's a bit of a swag off.
Because
Yeah.
it'd be a little bit of a dart off,
He's,
actually.
yeah, he's young gen Russian mafia, like trying to impress old gen back home because he needs to smuggle all this, whatever. And this is the new trade route that he's figured out is the way to get drugs to the heartland of America and through it. So he
got
needs
some
this
French
to work.
Connection vibes there.
I'm thinking he needs this to work, and then there could be a point where it's literally like him and Jaw on a porch, just seeing who can smoke the most darts.
Yeah, 'cause
in the
he-
middle of the night, because they're trying to like.
It's a standoff. Yeah.
It's a standoff,
Yeah.
but it's just a dart off, and there's one left in the pack, and then
And then they stab each other.
yeah, and the subtext of that scene could be great if I could figure out what that is.
Jeremy Allen White
But-
hits one, and then in classic Inora fashion, Yuri Borisov smokes two at the same time. Ever did that? Yeah.
and then John puts two more in, and he lights two up.
I mean,
do you feel about this?
at the very least, Stallone could write this movie because
We gotta get Sheridan involved
well,
here.
you got to get David Ayer behind.
Oh,
the
David
lens.
Ayer.
Yeah.
I mean, this.
Yeah.
I mean, Stallone has written a Louisiana movie before for Statham, Homefront. We all remember.
What about
Starring a raging Cajun James Franco.
Okay, yeah.
So
He also wrote A Working Man.
he did right. Him and David Ayer, their friendship never runs dry.
David, let's meet at Jones.
I mean, I'm all about it. I think that this is a perfect movie for me to watch.
I like this.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And I think I would love to see Jeremy eventually go buck wild.
I think this is the movie he does it. I think.
Yeah, I mean this
Feeling-
would set the internet ablaze.
Yeah.
If it, and here, like,
got neon
you can
written all
write him
over it,
some
don't you?
really wild dialogue that like it won't feel out of place. Like
I
it'll.
don't think he'll ever be someone who talks a lot during it. That's what's gonna be interesting about a Sorkin movie. Can he do the talkie? I think he probably could.
I mean, he did well in Springsteen because he had like what 6 lines the whole movie. So it was
Barry
pretty,
doesn't talk a lot.
Yeah,
yeah.
But that's why this movie was very. This one is not. This one's he's out there. He's going
like
buck
it.
wild.
Yeah.
All right. The title of this movie, does it have the word gator in it?
It should.
Gator Tales.
Yeah, that's we'll working title it for now. We'll,
Untitled Jeremy Strong Gator movie. Imagine seeing
Jeremy
that
Allen
on-
White.
Jeremy Allen White. Imagine seeing that on IMDb. Only thing crazier would be Untitled Jeremy
Allen-
Strong Gator movie.
Yeah. That would be better.
This river believes.
Gator Rage.
Gator Rage.
Yeah, kind of like a
Rage Gator.
Yeah.
Look at
Cool.
the powers that may be on the
Whatever
phone.
your original idea was, this is better.
Don't even say it.
Don't.
I won't say it on the pod.
Okay.
I will tell you after, just out of sheer artist need.
Yeah, of course.
But we're going with yeah.
Will, do you have any kind of I feel like we spent as much time as we should have on that right there.
Yeah, mine is also about gators.
Oh no.
You stole my thunder, but no, I have very loose here.
That's good.
Almost, some would call it almost nothing. But what I do have with me, I have armed at the ready a world to plant Jeremy Allen White into, and a character I'd like to see him play, but not necessarily what happens in that movie. But as I mentioned last week on the Diane Keaton episode, I am currently reading The Little Drummer Girl, written by John le Carre.
Hey, hell yeah.
Which is quite the intrigue. What a wonderful book. And that book is so, in like his books are known for, is very intricately plotted 4D chess type of spy work. And that book in particular has to deals with bombs in a big way. They're all over the map. And that movie's about stopping a terrorist bombing group. And the thing I kept thinking of, though, throughout this, we've been talking about Jeremy Allen White and that circling through with The Little Drummer Girl in my head. I'm not making The Little Drummer Girl because we've already done it twice. And we need a girl. I'm not putting Jeremy through that yet. But I do like Jeremy Allen White as a spy going through Europe, dealing with some sort of developing and unfolding bombing plot across Europe.
I like this.
Him almost going like Soderbergh Black Bag style, bouncing around.
But more about the spy stuff.
Yes, exactly. Not as much about the domestic relations.
Honey, I
and-
set the table.
which I love for the record. But in that zone of being like as cool as Michael Fassbender, I've actually never thought about that. Him and Fassbender have a little bit of
Yeah.
they kind of share the space a little.
They're kind of from the same school of intense cool guy.
I just thought of it right now. I want Fassbender in this movie for sure as well.
So he's just going to run it back again. This is
bingo.
all he does now.
Fassbender,
Perfect,
This is we've kind of realized that's all we can do with Fassbender. That
He played Steve Jobs,
and he was great.
and I will,
but in the last 6 years,
He's like, I race cars and play spies.
various agents slash killers.
Yeah.
And I want him to do that again with Jeremy Allen White, maybe as his understudy.
Can I bring something to you?
Please, I've run out of details.
I know you got something to say too, so I'll let you fly off. Spy Game, a great movie.
Sure.
R.I.P. Robert Redford.
Yeah.
It is an imperfect movie to me because
Is that Tony Scott?
Tony Scott made this movie. It is about two spies, Redford and his mentee. Yeah, mentee is Brad Pitt in the movie. And the movie operates in flashbacks because, not to give away too much of the movie, but it's kind of about Redford like retiring and remembering him training Brad Pitt 10 years prior. And the movie's like, oh, this movie's awesome. A lot of spycraft stuff. The only way this movie would be better if it was like just those guys doing that the entire time. And it's like, ooh, if they made that movie, that would have been a better idea.
Yeah.
And that is probably this movie.
That is this movie.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pitch on that.
Keep it going.
So are you familiar with The Diplomat? on Netflix.
Good show. I didn't finish the second season, but I really like the first season.
It got a little crazy because the strikes and they had to like write some things crazy, but the third season just started. It's great.
All right.
Yeah. Great show. I don't know how familiar
I've never seen it, but I know about it.
It's good. It's like Diet Coke, Aaron Sorkin stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's about American diplomats in London after a terrorist attack, and they're trying to like figure out what's going on in the geopolitics of it all.
Okay.
And are you familiar with The Bourne Supremacy?
I am.
I think one of the best spy movies of all time. The second Bourne.
A real winner.
Yeah.
Second Bourne's
This
favorite. Yeah.
this movie feels like a combination of both, where you have Jeremy Allen White as the American CIA operative, Fassbender as the British MI5 operative. They both think they're on the same team trying to take down this bomber in Europe until we find out Fassbender's running cover for the UK doing something fucked up.
What does that
against
have to do with the supremacy, though?
Because Bourne Supremacy, he's everywhere in Europe at all times.
Oh, okay. It's just
so
like
they're playing tag through Europe.
There's no like memory loss, though.
No.
Yeah.
Just the vibe of the Bourne Supremacy with the geopolitics of the diplomat and these two spies working on behalf of their countries who think they are a team until Alan White figures out, oh no, they're fucking us.
Okay.
On behalf.
I like this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I like both. I like all
yeah.
of them.
So I think, and I think you can have your cake and eat it too, where you're like, wow, we see a great performance from both of them, and no, now Fassbender's antagonist, and
he hasn't gone evil yet.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like right on the edge of evil.
He's never evil.
He doesn't play characters that you necessarily like really like, but he's not the villain.
Yeah.
So you're not rooting against him. But yeah, and maybe if you switch it, you're like, oh, now I have a reason to hate Fassbender.
I still kind of root for him.
Obviously, still beautiful.
The fits are going to go off in that as well.
Yeah.
They're in
no
Europe.
overalls, but yeah, we're going to get some heavy sweaters.
It's kind of the complete opposite attire. You could not have more different costuming
It's good,
for both
though.
of these movies.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part of Spy Game, and some of the Bourne stuff is the fits.
I want to see want to see Fassbender and Jeremy Allen White just both walking down the street in Antwerp, fitted out.
Antwerpen?
They're both in Antwerpen.
Well, someone will be in overalls there.
They say one word to each other and then keep passing because something is going on that.
Well, that's like my favorite scene of Casino Royale when what's his name stops Bond on the stairwell. Jeffrey Wright stops Bond on the stairwell.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm your brother from the CIA.
Yeah.
I'm bleeding chips. Anyway, I love a little MI6
I mean,
CIA interplay.
Maybe we get Soderbergh involved with this.
I'd love to see Soderbergh with an actual action film. By the way, I rewatched Black Bag.
Yeah.
I like it more now.
I think it's great.
So no longer lukewarm on that. But
I'm happy for you.
thank you.
Yeah.
But Soderbergh,
Not a lot of action in that one.
but yeah, I mean, if you watch his Haywire bullshit,
Yeah.
it's like that. Just make the two together.
It's
and
still
that.
there
Yeah.
in his bones. He's just too committed to making a movie every week.
You know what I realized? So between one battle after another, the car crash scenes in that movie, and Fincher the killer with the fight scene in the Florida Keys in that movie, I didn't realize that all of these like prestige directors are like probably able to shoot way better action movies than we know what to do with.
Yeah.
Why don't they just fucking do that, man?
They're too.
They don't have the money for a jib.
They don't have money for the gym.
They don't. I love this though.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun
Good
one.
work.
Yeah.
This will be a fun one.
This went into production yesterday, so I'm glad that you guys are.
Can we
We're working without a script.
I definitely see they're in the Amsterdam canals, jumping from boat to boat, trying to wrangle each other.
Can we name this?
Yeah, we can keep it real vague. It could be called The Diplomat.
Yeah,
Something is close.
Antwerp.
Antwerp. Yeah, just call it Antwerp. Be like, what is this movie?
I like it.
I do feel I just interrupt you mid-action scene describing though. Fuck.
No, it's okay.
Damn. Should I quickly jump to my idea?
Please.
It's also
Yeah.
a little loose. Wow. I mean, you guys are really both pitching my language here today. Usually I come on and I got the spy thing or whatever, or the Bayou melodrama.
He's done it before. Yeah.
But I like how we're really putting Alan White into specific worlds of sauce, which I want to do too. And speaking of his hometown, New York City, he's not really there a lot. The only movie I know that he's done in New York City is called After Everything. It's a movie I mentioned on this pod before.
Yeah.
It's a micro-budget, romantic cancer drama, I would
Okay.
call it. It's pretty good.
Okay.
He's very good in it, but he's like, it's like almost like tasting like truffle in a Big Mac. You know, you're like, that's insulting to the movie. I just meant it's something very cheaply made, and someone who's clearly supposed to be making like $6 million movie in it. You know.
Okay.
But I'd like to do something in New York with our guy here. And I want to pull it back to what you saw him in and what he knows he does. We do well. It's dress well. Let's put Jeremy Allen White in the world of fashion. Cool.
Wow. Okay.
Not a lot of fashion movies, but like
Yeah,
they're all
Devil Wears.
a
And,
banger.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know of a lot of other ones. Let's make him like a fashion designer is my call.
Yeah.
Because you know why? He's super fucking intense. And I feel like that would work well, like Phantom Thread style, you know?
Yeah.
Except for it's not like 1950s dressmaking. Instead, it's, I'd like for Jeremy Allen White. Did you guys watch How to Make It in America, that show on HBO?
Yeah, the HBO one.
Yeah,
where
yeah, yeah.
They're selling like sweatshirts or
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not like that much of like 2011 streetwear.
Yeah.
But more so like Jeremy Allen White like starts like some like fashion label from scratch.
Okay.
And he's like him, so everyone's like, I want to look like that guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm selling this shirt, you know.
I'm just
You guys into that or?
Yeah, is it like the FUBU documentary or like
It's not FUBU.
no?
First of all, take that out of your mouth.
It's not FUBU. It's not like based on a true story.
Sure.
It's just
Okay.
like it's like kind of like it's not like Devil Wears Prada in tone,
Okay.
but it is Devil Wears Prada in like that I'm like seeing people wear cool shit around a city like all the time, and there's the journalists and there's the runway show and there's the dinner at the label and there's all of that stuff going on, and there's people on the outside world who are like, why didn't you show up to my art show? And he's like, babe, I'm trying to like hem this fucking shirt perfectly, you know?
You know, I think if you set it within New York Fashion Week, and he's like,
Oh, should we give it a time frame? That's a good idea.
If he's like the mover and shaker behind New York Fashion Week, like where he has something that like the high luxury people are coming to him for something, then I can kind of
like he's like a salvage dealer.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
It's like a raw salvage dealer. I don't know. I like him as he's really good with a knife, right? He's focused on the
Yeah.
foie gras, right? Like he could do the same with like a pair of some cloth. Is what I'm saying.
I think what's interesting is like having him start from completely from like the beginning, like he's starting a brand. If that's what it's
Because he's younger. He's like
Yeah.
upstart. Yeah.
to me, like it feels like it would maybe have a tendency to get like a little bit over its skis, and that it's like, you know, where does it like? There's so many ways it can go. It feels like he should almost be like a little bit further into it. Like he's like a little bit established. He's got a thing that he does, and that but there's maybe this control freak element to him. Like, you know, he's like maybe too involved with the making of the clothes, so it's like
So this is like the Nebraska of t-shirts, basically.
maybe.
Yeah.
or he comes.
He's already
from,
got a hit.
Yeah, he comes from a family of New York fashion designers, and he's just kind of been disgraced and like wants to prove something.
And he's like, Dad, I'm gonna make the next Buck Mason. Fuck you. Yeah.
I also think that just him as a model too is also like
Is there movies about models other than Zoolander?
magazine dreams.
What was Triangle of Sadness?
That is about models. You're right.
Yeah.
More about, you know, I guess
The-
rich people on a boat. But
Feature.
I like what I want for this movie is like him falling in love and falling out of love in New York.
Got it.
It's got a lot of that type of like
The New York fashion scene kind of bumbling around.
yes.
Yeah.
So like I don't want him to be too established where they're like, Mr. Allen White, here's your coffee this morning. Like I want it to be like on the
Right.
street at the cloth markets, smoking a dart. Cool. And like, you know, we need a female lead who's gonna call him up and be like, where are you? I'm really hot. And he's gonna be like, I'm sorry, I'm also hot. I'm doing this, you know.
I've been working on this hoodie for weeks.
Yeah.
It's almost done.
But here's like more of the pairing I want for this is, you know who his like director counterpart is? As in The Bear is a show about like a kind of like a tortured genius in a lot of ways, or someone who can't turn the motor off, right? I think Damien Chazelle and him need to make a movie together. They seem so similar.
Yeah.
I mean, Jeremy Allen White. I mean, I'm not Miles Teller is bad in Whiplash, but like Jeremy Allen White could have been in that movie easily.
Could have, yeah.
I need him to go with Chazelle, and I need Chazelle maybe to get out of Hollywood, which it seems like he's going to do for his next movie, and kind of put himself into that. Just get him back on the streets of New York.
Cool.
Anyway,
I like that. I like
like
that
it.
pairing a lot. Yeah. I mean, I think that him and Giselle would be magic. I like, because I mean, yeah, Giselle gets really great performances, and they're very action, like physical performances too. They're not so reliant on. I think maybe his quippiest character is Gosling in La La Land, but even that is like he has to dance and he has to sing. Like there's a lot of
he's got a brood.
Yeah, he's got a brood. There's a lot of physicality to his performances that he gets. So I think that he would be attracted to a performer like Jeremy Allen White, who's not just a talk box.
No,
he's not just there to yap.
No,
he's there to look like he does, smoke darts, and make the next great hoodie.
I think
Sweatshirt.
Maybe let's lean more into the denim. Maybe
Sure, the denim scene's ripe. The New York denim scene. Yeah,
I want to learn. I want to learn about whatever he's making. You know.
Yeah. And you're gonna learn.
And Aloe Black's "I Need a Dollar" is going to play in the beginning. Of
That's the only thing I know about that show.
Yeah,
Is that
I
song.
need a dollar.
Dollar
Anyway.
what I need. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, we get 3 winners.
Winners.
Yeah, I think so.
I think mine's in third place, but 2 real winners.
Someone call CAA or wherever he's.
You call CA. We don't fucking know these
Someone
guys.
call wherever. Jeremy,
UTA.
Jeremy, we want to hear from you. Tell us which one you want to do next, and we'll make it happen.
Come on the pod.
Yeah.
Pitch to Jeremy Strong with us.
Stop touching us, man. We're just, we're just like
We're just
you.
children.
Yeah, we're just like guys like you.
Man, dude. Yeah.
Dudes.
But yeah, I think we did our jobs here today.
Yeah.
Think so.
I think so.
Vote in the comments which movie you want to see.
Vote in the comments. I think we forgot to put polls up, or I forgot to put polls up in all these ones. We did record this podcast on cassette tape, though, unfortunately. So
Where's the case?
Yeah.
Where's the case?
We're gonna need to re-record that onto Zoom. Yeah.
We'll find a way to get it done. Jeremy, thanks for
Thank you.
all your great work that we get. We've seen some, but we want to see a lot more.
Yeah. And thank you, Marc Brockwell, for returning champion.
Thank you, fine gentlemen, for having me. Appreciate it.
Go watch The Neighborhood this season.
Yes, Mondays at 8 on CBS.
You got an episode there this year, right? We don't?
Episode 17 of last year. Go check that one out.
It's on Paramount Plus right now.
On Paramount Plus.
Mark will give you his login if you email him, and then
I wish I had a login.
and yeah, keep subscribing to Elevator Pitch.
Please.
We'll be back next week.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Blew up the chicken, man.